In the good spirit of Valentine's Day, which was yesterday, truly loving myself is taking advantage of Fear of God sales. That's exactly what I did. And finally, the Fear of God California is coming home.
I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see. Yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take it.
Everybody, it's your girl TJ back with another video on Talks with TJ. Won't keep you here long, but yes, the Fear of God California is on sale right now on Unknown's website. So if you weren't aware, you can absolutely shop there for designer brands, whether it be Fear of God or maybe something else. But they have some 7th collection items on sale right now, and California's in both adult sizing and kids sizing. Make sure you pay close attention to the conversion from EU to US sizing, but then also make sure that you are watching videos to kind of give you a heads up on the sizing itself, because I would not go true to size. At least that's not what I've gathered from reading other people post about the California itself, but then videos and reviews. So I would say go down. I chose to go with a 37, so that would be a full size down since I'm a true men's 6 in most sneakers, because I'm also a women's 7.5. Now, granted, listen, every single size is not a 1.5 ratio for every style. That's just the reality. There are tons of models where, yes, the 6 works for me in men's and I'm women's 7.5, but there are other times where I have to go to a 6.5 in men's for a really good fit. Everybody's foot is different. The comfort you want, it's all gonna vary. So I would still say though, caution, use caution if you're going to go true to size. I chose to go down a whole size, so we'll see how these fit once they arrive. So again, they're discounted down. Typical retail is $195 or $200. It just depends on what site you're on, and then of course you normally pay for shipping. So on Essence, I think these are still listed at $200 or maybe $195. On Unknown, they were originally listed for $195, I believe. They are now down to $150. Now you will pay $25 for shipping. Just be aware of that. Also be aware of their return policy too. So if you need to return an item, they pretty much give you store credit. So if these don't fit, I'll just exchange them with that store credit to get the size that fits. And you have a number of different options in terms of colorways. I know the color also varies in terms of saturation for what you see online in pictures versus what you may actually see in person or in hand. Be mindful of that too. I went with the oat colorway. All of them caught my eye, I'll be honest with you. If I really like the way this fits, works well for me, I'll probably go back for the cement and then almond and maybe also cream. I know one of the drawbacks is the fact that your feet sweat a lot. I've talked to a few people that own this and they say, no, that's no joke. Like, your feet really sweat. So I'm hoping that's not the case for me. I do have I have in mind to have either really thin socks, but then also to have no shows, and we'll just see how this goes. But going the thin sock route may be the best option, and I know Nike has some really thin socks. I imagine you can find some off-brand socks or socks that don't have that specific branding, whether it be Nike or Adidas. Quite honestly, that's the safest way to go. So if Stance makes some really thin socks, go with that. But if not, and you have to go with branded socks that are really thin, I know that Nike has some really thin ones, I believe, for women. So I plan to check those out too, or probably buy those as soon as I'm done filming this video for when the Californias arrive. And also just keep in mind, we did videos of like early looks, what's leaked for Fear of God Essentials to come out in spring, summer 2022. But then also what we've seen so far for Fear of God Adidas. And I had high hopes that we would see some stuff in February. That's not to say we still won't or possibly could not, but have we like heard anything really? No. We have not. And when it comes to All-Star Weekend, I think that's the best time to try to release anything, have an activation. I don't even see Adidas doing a whole lot, period, in terms of an activation for All-Star Weekend. So we may not see any of this until March. Now, that could coincide also if he's doing basketball and lifestyle with March Madness. I think that still works. I just don't know that we see anything in February. Is that the worst thing ever? No, you can continue to stack your coins, put money aside for the drops you know will eventually come out. There will, of course, be a spring and summer 2022 Essentials collection. So you could do that. You could re-up on some things maybe that you've missed out on, whether you're shopping on Mr. Porter, Essence, Fear of God itself. If you happen to be on Grailed or anything, hey, those are options for you. All I'm saying is I think this will take some discipline, some dedication. But I think for myself, knowing that, again, working from home, being very comfortable or being comfortable is the intention, I may choose to overhaul even more of my wardrobe. And what I mean by that is choosing to clean out a lot of different things and pack in the sweat shorts, because that's really one of my go-to things when I'm at home, whether it's in the winter, spring, summer, fall, doesn't matter. Working from home, sweat shorts are amazing. Nylon pants are great to throw on. So I may try and overhaul, get more of those tones in, clean out some of the other things in my closet, because even now still I'll look in my drawers and I'll flip through things and still not a lot of wear that occurs for it. So as hard as it is to let some things go, and it's always interesting how we struggle to let things go that are not even being used in our closets, but I think I'm gonna challenge myself to continue to do that and ignore whatever doesn't fall in line with that. That may mean ignoring other things just because they pop up or, ooh, they're interesting. Okay, but is that in line with the pieces I know for a fact I want to add and wear a lot? If it's not, I think this will be a good mental test for me. We'll see. I don't know how much confidence I have in myself to be able to do that. You know, when those things pop up, whether it's, H&M or any of your other favorite brands, Zara, I need to stay off of Zara, truly. It becomes difficult, but I think that may be a challenge that I pose to myself. So a lot of sweat shorts, the nylon pants, maybe some more hoodies, more crew necks. I look back now oh, you passed on some of the Mr. Porter crew necks. That's also because I had already paid $500 for everything. So I thought, okay, let me chill out for a second. But if not a whole lot is happening in February, moving into March before Air Max Day, and that's even for sneakers too. I put in for the raffle for the Air Jordan 3 Cardinal. We'll see what happens. I don't even think I saw one, or of course, the Playoff 12 probably pushed back. It's hard to keep up with the pushbacks, and the ones I care about the most are really Fear of God being pushed back. I'm just being honest right now. So we're going to continue to go for what we are interested in, all right? That's what we do over here. If you guys have any plans for your closet, style, overhaul, anything of that nature, go ahead and comment that below. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in. Let me know if you choose to buy any of the Californias that are available now on discount on Unknown's website. And as always, act your age, not your shoe size. Congratulations to Odell Beckham Jr., Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Rams. Just write that man a blank check, because he is really the reason you guys won. Aaron Donald, congratulations. All right. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.